Today I am going to plant some seeds.
Dad, can you get me a coffee?
You can bite me.
Get this
Now!
Yeah, right. Anyway, so clearly the family's in the house as well, which makes me want to go. But I shall work through that one.
We love you too.
We love you too. I know. Anyway, so like I said, the idea today is to put some stuff into egg cartons. Because I like the idea of recycling, this is what I'm going to use to actually start raising my tiny little plants before I can put them outside. Anyway, let's get on with it. So over the past few months, we've been collecting egg cartons. Just a few. Yes, we eat a lot of eggs in this house. Anyway, using these because of the fact once the plants actually grow in it, you can just dump the entire thing into the ground. Rather than having to take them out and, take every single plug out and then put it into the ground where it's supposed to be. I don't like that idea. It's too much work for me. So the idea is to, well, like I said, plant them in this. And I show you how I do
Can you
it.
take the paper?
Show you how I do it. Well, take this paper off.
It's not as
Biodegradable.
biodegradable as the actual egg cartons are.
Well, there you go. Jane just gave herself a little job to do. Well, you were asking.
No, I'm quite happy to do that. It's fine.
So the idea is... What?
It will be eventually.
Yes.
But in like 30 years.
I don't think paper is going to degrade in 30 years. I think it goes a little bit fast. Anyway, we can take that off. So, cut it into bits. Cut it into bits.
We need to shut up.
What?
Otherwise he's going to blow his little fuse.
Blow my little fuse.
Shut up, Mason.
Oh,
It's
good
a little
lord.
fuse with a big explosion.
Oh, God.
A little fuse with a big explosion, really.
I didn't mean it like you can't even think of. You're just dirty.
Right, I am the one. I'm the one that's dirty. Anyway, idea is foxglove. I've got like 1 trillion seeds. I can probably plant the entire frackin'. I could plant the entire world with foxglove. Then I've got some dill. Several varieties of sunflowers. I can't remember which one is the small one, which is the big one, but I'm just going to put them all in anyway. Not all of them, is a little bit much. And some allium. And then I found these. I'm going to grow a 500 kilo pumpkin. My ass. Really? Anyway, I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, who the hell would want to have a pumpkin this size unless the pumpkin would eat the kid? That would be interesting.
Hey!
Oh, trust me, no pumpkin would eat you guys. You wouldn't taste good. Oh yes, and also what I'm trying to do this time is growing tomatoes from fresh tomato seeds. Taking the tomato, ripping out the seeds.
Mother likes the flesh, but she doesn't like the seeds. She keeps putting them in the compost cookie jar.
Nice.
Don't throw the seeds out anymore because we're going to plant.
Yes, I know. We're going to do that today. You don't have to collect. We don't have to have like some thousands of potato, tomato seeds.
Potato!
Yeah, potato. Anyway, so no, we're not going to do loads of it. I'm just going to do some because it should work. I removed the paper. So now we only have this. I think it's paper mache what they made out of. I mean, at least it feels like it. This sort of carton stuff, and yeah. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So the idea is, you cut it into pieces. To cover these holes, you use that. You shove that in there like so. Then soil goes in the bottom here. That part goes on top. I cut holes into here as well. Boom, 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 boom. So that the roots can grow through into this. And I put that on top. Again, soil into here. And then the seeds in there. And then you can dump the entire thing. Rather than having to take every single one out, you can just dump the entire thing, dump it in the ground. Because every single thing here is going to biodegrade. Ta-da! Easy. And also another cool thing is, actually quite a few of these, fit onto a windowsill. So that's another plus part. Obviously, what I'm going to do, rather than just, dumping it like that, because obviously the soil is going to be moist, and this part will eventually, water will come through, water will seep through, and it's going to mess up windowsill. I'm going to put some aluminum foil around them to make sure that, the water stays where it should. So when you're at this stage, then obviously then you put the seeds in, and that's pretty much it. The reason why I put this on top of this one is just, obviously to have a greater depth for the roots, so that they can grow better. And obviously, so if you put the seeds in, then you, after a few weeks, have a look which one is the weak one, which one is the strong one, and then you have to thin them out. But at the end of the day, it's a really simplistic way of planting flowers. Anything else, you start raising in the house before you put it outside, because it's just still too cold. And this is ultimately how easy it is. You boil it, you fill it up, you put the seeds in it, you label them, and then you spray it. Because you know what, if you just pour the water over it, obviously the egg carton would go soggy within about 3 minutes. So just mist it a little bit, and that way you also don't shoot the seeds all over the place, because you only have a very, very light coating of soil over them. What? I was shooting the seeds all over the place. She is a dirty, dirty girl. Anyway, so yeah, and that's pretty much it. Obviously, I'm going to repeat this now with sunflowers, alliums, foxglove. What other seeds do we do? Oh, then this 500 kilo pumpkin.
Didn't we buy some mixed seeds and stuff?
Yeah, but they have to go into the ground. You obviously can't do this with all of them. I've got tons of poppies. Oh, you're only doing it singly? Okay.
No, I'm doing it doubly.
Ah, you're doing it that way.
Such a prick.
She
If
just.
you want to micromanage, go right ahead, babe.
She did it too small, so maybe
No, I
should.
didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't. No, do it.
Anyway, just because she doesn't do it the way I would do it means it's wrong.
I can see by this disdain on your face.
Anyway,
But you know what you can go and do?
yes, I can go and fuck myself. I've got tons of other seeds in the fridge downstairs. Obviously, not all of them I'm going to be raising in the house prior to them going out into the garden.
Same as the kids, really.
Yeah, but I don't raise anything.
That's true. You walk away.
I don't walk away. It's a business thing. I have to travel a lot on business. Anyway, there's quite a few other seeds which I'm just going to be putting into the ground. But before I do that, I'm going to have to repair the ground, which is going to be such a bitch. But we're going to get to that closer to the time. Obviously, right now, as I said before, it's freezing outside.
You get to hire electrical tools. Yay!
Yay! I get to hire electrical tools, and I'm going to get Jane to do it for me.
Of course. Well, isn't
Do
that
it for me.
Usually the way?
What?
Isn't that usually the way? I know what we can do. And then I do it.
Because I have to travel.
Because you have
On
to travel on business.